What's up? What's up? It's Dav, and I always got my big homie with me, John, over here, and it's the Pushing Weight Show.
And of course the courage in these veins, people passing the limits, a bunch of beasts broke off the chain. From the folks, see them growing and reaching up to pass out peak though. Welcome to the Pushing Weight Show.
So man, we had, I think it was the last episode we talked about doing one out here in the man cave.
Yep.
And this is dope, man. You gotta put together out here.
Yeah, thank you, man.
This is nice.
Thank you.
This is nice.
This is probably the longest I ever kicked it out here, bro. Like I literally, when I bought the house in 21, I started doing this. I had most of this done in 21. Like as far as if you ever been to my barber shop, it's modeled just like my barber shop. So
yeah,
the brick at the bottom, the wood at the top, the shiplap at the top.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I'll show y'all around, do a little 360 view. You can see all my artwork that my dad drew for me when he was in the joint. And like I said, I got some old barber stuff, like some chairs from a couple chairs from 1950. Actually, I got a whole set. You don't never, as a barber, like it's rare to get a whole set of chairs, like 4 or 5 chairs.
Really?
Same brand, everything. Like old ones though. You know what I'm saying? So these ones are I got some Reliance ones. They're from 1940 or 1950.
Yeah.
I got 4 of them. All the same set. I got a burning horse chair, which is actually the first chairs that were made in America.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's from like 1880, 1890.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, burning horse is out of Cincinnati, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they was doing the surgeries in this one.
Yeah. All that.
They was doing the flu shots and everything.
You feel me?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, we doing this. Is a special episode today. You feel me? We got the Henny Hen, very special cognac out here. You feel me?
Oh, the very special.
The very special cognac.
Still looking for sponsors. You hear me?
Definitely Hennessy. Get with us.
Yeah.
Get with us. You feel me? I got a collection of Hennessy over there. You feel me? Oh yeah, and two.
Man,
we got,
you don't see it, but they're the small ass bottles.
Come on, man. Come on. Hey, I didn't even. Hey, what dude looked at? He already know I ain't buying no small bottles. When I grabbed this, he looked at me like, "What is she doing?" But no, I do got the J.C. Newman cigars. So these are the ones that used to be manufactured in Marion in like the early 1900s?
Yeah, it was early 1900s. I just heard about it. So I did some months ago. I don't know if you remember, but I did that history night, under the tent at the popcorn museum.
Yeah.
And
I was
the strong man because it was I mean,
I should have picked another out.
But the dude up there, Randy, who runs it, like he was telling me about the cigar place, and it was like it was the biggest cigar factory in the United States for a minute.
Damn.
Yeah, we was pumping out some cigars in there, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I got these from my OG, Mike Zucker.
Okay.
He's the only official what you would call it,
connoisseur.
Not connoisseur. Basically, he's the motherfucker that you can get these from.
Well, you can't even call him the plug.
Yeah, he the plug. But actually, so that's like he's like my mentor, and like I cut his hair. So I always tell him, I'm like, I don't want no money, man. Just give me some cigars because he can't really. They sell them at the Shoveltown.
Oh, Shovel City.
Yeah, Shovel City.
Yeah,
so they pair them up with different whiskeys and bourbons and all that.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying. But yeah, so you can't even buy them individually. You gotta buy them to smoke there. But
yeah.
I got a plug on it. You feel me? So,
very special.
Very special. You feel me? I'm gonna let you light that one up.
You was telling me that one's a Cuban. I don't know.
No, not this one. I got you know what I'm saying. I got this a J.C. Newman too. I got some big boy Cubans inside. You feel me?
Yeah.
Maybe the 100th episode I will pop one of them.
You know, Mike keeps saying that that's the only episode he gonna get on. He
said, he was just telling somebody.
I'm gonna have to hop on the 100th episode.
Yeah, 100th episode. You feel me?
You gotta do it like the what is this baton? Okay.
So that's like a that size will be called a Corona.
Okay, that smells good too.
So that's usually like regular size.
So you take your. Oh, okay, never mind.
So yeah, so this is a V cutter.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get V cutter, you can get a regular circle cutter, you can get whatever you want. So I usually take the V cutter, and I'll cut the put it in there. I'll cut the V,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll cut it again.
You do the cross cut.
A little cross cut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So Cameron, we there for a minute. We were going to a cigar lounge in Delaware,
Okay.
and he was real big into it for a quick second.
Yeah.
And he had one that did the V.
Yeah.
And then he had another one where it would just punch a hole.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So we went there like every weekend. It felt like for a quick minute, and so I tried them all.
Yeah.
But I personally liked the cross cut on it.
Yeah. See, I do a punch when I smoke the cigarello size ones.
Okay.
So like like look like a cigarello, but now I'm not smoking a damn Philly or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I do like them punches when I smoke, because I mean, if you cut the tip off of one of them, you're basically cutting the whole tip off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta remember, you live here. I gotta drive home. Man, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I've been trying to wear a different color every episode if I can.
Yeah.
So this is the new olive green or army green one that we got out on the website. So yeah, man, and the website's up and running.
Yeah.
Like I actually just had 2 orders this week.
Okay.
Come off that website. So yeah, man, check out 740barbell.com.
740barbell.com.
And check that out and get you some stuff on there.
You feel me? Oh man, hey, we been supposed to do this damn giveaway sweepstakes for like a month. Listen, this time we're going to post it.
Yeah.
4-week advertise every day. You know what I'm saying? We're going to figure out what we're going to do, and we're going to give away a shirt. Somebody's going to be getting a shirt by next week.
Yeah.
All right? A
shirt, hoodie, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah,
You're getting something.
Get on the website. Well, if you're the winner, get on the website, tell us what you want, and that's what we'll do.
Everything, but is the OG members jacket on there?
I don't think the bomber jacket's on there.
Okay, yeah, I think we took that off. Y'all ain't ready for that yet, though.
Yeah, no, they ain't ready for that. So we went up to Toledo Saturday for that lift for gifts.
How was that?
Main Street Barbell. It was good. It was good. Andrew ended up pulling 575 at 181. Missed 625.
Damn.
But it was good, man. They got a lot of gifts up there, and I like that. I like that. I'm excited for what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You know, I still got all them gifts at the house.
Okay, yeah, I just bought, so everybody at the shop chipped in. So I just bought, like, today I went and bought, I don't know, probably like 15 toys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that list I sent.
I seen some of it.
To the group.
It'd be so many, like, I don't know why. I think I turned my alerts off because it was a time when it was too many damn everybody texting. I was like, let me turn these goddamn notifications off.
Sometimes they just be on bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. It just be everybody talking.
I'll just be
shit.
opening it up, getting out of it. But
well, yeah. So we got a lot of things going on. You know what I'm saying, for the end of the year.
Yeah.
So we're gonna got some toys for the kids. So we're gonna give away that. Take it to the Boys and Girls Club, and that's an organization that I really believe in. Cause like I went to the Boys and Girls Club when I was a kid. Did you go?
No, I didn't go.
So I went when I was a kid, and then Kingston, we started him when he was like, whenever he could go, like kindergarten.
Yeah.
And Chloe went, and then Katai went, and then after all that happened with Katai, like we just went and picked him up after that, you know, because I kind of like stopped working, but well, yeah. So anytime I can, I always like Easter, I'll take some baskets over there. Christmas, I'll take some presents. Back to school, I'll take some book bags and supplies. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Whenever I can do anything for the Boys and Girls Club, I always do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least a few times a year. Just because, like I said, I believe in what they got going on. And they know the kids that's going without, you know what I'm saying? Because whenever I put anything online, it's like a whole bunch of people hit me up and you don't know who got what. But the people at that Boys and Girls Club know who got what. You know what I'm saying? And they're able to hand out. You know what I'm saying? Know who. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I put on Facebook anybody that was associated with it to kind of tell me what was like the median age group.
Yeah.
So we could buy some presents. And we ended up buying stuff because I was told basically kindergarten through 8th grade.
Yep.
So we bought a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You know, a couple basketballs and stuff.
So that's what I mean, you went to Walmart, you probably pretty much got most of the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I bought a couple basketballs.
Got some RC cars.
Did I? I think I grabbed one. I think I got one or two. Like they had the ones that was sitting there like the Beetle board type of things, and then some some Nerf guns. How to get some Nerf guns?
I got some Nerf guns.
Some troll dolls. You feel me?
Yep. I got a little hair thing for the girls because I took my girl with me because I was like, I don't know when it comes to girls, man. She got a 7-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. So I told her, I was like, you know, we got X amount of money. I just split it in half. I'm like, we got X amount of money that was donated. Like, pick out whatever that you think a girl would be into, you know, between these ages.
Yeah. Hopefully here soon, man, when we get everything together, we could we just gonna take them all to Walmart. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
Everybody pick out something, whatever you want.
Yeah,
you
that'd be dope.
Whatever you want.
Man, I really it was probably 2 years ago, I think it was now, 2-3 years ago. So the company that I worked for, I shot them out, Mid-State Industrial. They had me and a couple other people. They were like, "Hey, man, you're not gonna go in today. Come into the office, and then we're gonna go to Walmart."
Yeah.
So we went to Walmart. Man, they dropped like $2,000 on coats for the coat drive.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was like, "Damn, this is dope."
Yeah.
You know,
shout out my guys, Mid-State, man. I had Jonah put me on to him earlier this summer. I had some things I had going on with my trailer, and they had, you know what I'm saying, they looked out for me. Like really looked out for me for real. So
shout out Marcus and Hank out there,
shout out Marcus and who was I dealing with? Marcus, he was the main guy. He was cool as hell. Yep. And I can't remember his name, but he was
old cat.
No, young guy. He might not even have worked there when you worked there.
He might not. Maybe Carson, maybe?
Carson.
Okay, yeah. Carson. Hell of a welder, man. Yeah.
Yeah, Carson. Yeah, he got me together. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Hank took that over some years ago, like three years ago or so, and he's been doing good stuff with it, man. So it was actually that when they did that, I called up a couple of my buddies and I was like, "Hey, man, everybody toss in like $100. I'm gonna go to Walmart. We're gonna get our own coats, and we ain't gonna say it's from nobody because they shout you out on the radio." Yeah. And I was like, "We ain't even gonna say it's from nobody." If anything, one of my things that my dad taught me was like, if you're going to donate something, this is from God. Yeah. You know, and let that blessing be passed on to that person because that might be the only Jesus that they see. Yeah. You know, so that's what I told him. If that was announced on the radio, probably wasn't. You feel me? But
was that 10 coats from God?
Yeah, they'd be getting calls for that one. But no, man, it's you've been staying in the house a lot lately with all this cold weather. I hate Ohio weather. I hate the Ohio cold, bro.
I mean, I stay in the house in general. I don't really now I am ripping and running all day, like running errands, you know what I'm saying? But I usually leave I don't want to give you my schedule just in case somebody else on my
pop
head.
Up on you.
You know what I'm saying?
But, hey man, I knew you'd be here at noon.
Yeah, but no, I'm usually at home anyway. You know, I hit my little.
And what's your address?
Chill out. Hit my little errands, you feel me? And then I come back to the crib. Like, I just always feel like if it ain't about. Now, I do look for deals. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll go right around town and just, you know.
Yeah.
But if it ain't about no money, like, I just feel like it's not even.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not worth the time.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I just try to stay here as much as I can. Just sit here and think. Like, solitude, man. A lot of people can't be alone with themselves. You know what I'm saying? So once you master that solitude, you really don't want to be around nobody. You know what I'm saying? I do what I gotta do and meet who I gotta meet and talk to who I gotta talk to. But like I'm at the point now where it's like I don't I meet people, you know what I'm saying? But like I just like to sit here, think, gather my thoughts, do what I need to do, act on it, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, if I could just I got it to a point now where I could just kind of sit here. I got my schedule. I write out a schedule every day or every week, and I might add to it a little bit every day. Knock my schedule out. You know what I'm saying? Like my it's funny because my wife, she had started taking a couple extra days off during the week, and she's like, I think I'm just gonna. I don't know if I can do this because I'll just sleep all day. And I'm like, once you get used to it, I was like, I'm literally working. I said, I still take me a little cat nap and then afternoon. You feel
That's
me?
what happens when you get old, bro.
Hey, but I told you, bro, because I don't sleep.
Yeah.
So I be up. You know what I'm saying? I be up. So I don't even, like I said, I might fall asleep, wake up at 1, watch some TV, go back to sleep, wake up at like 4 or 5. If I get up at 5, I just stay up. Everybody get up at 6 anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
my body's been getting me up at 6 this last week. And I don't know if it's a stress thing. I don't know what it is, but I need to teach myself like you, where it's just like, okay, I'm up. Like, let's get some stuff done.
Yeah.
You know, because like I get up at 7:15 anyways. You know, and I just seen a video where when you sleep more than 30 minutes, your body starts to enter that deep, I think it's 30 minutes or an hour, your body starts to enter that deep realm of sleep. And if you wake yourself, once you pass that time, if you don't give yourself 4 hours, then that's when you wake up groggy. So I'm like, that kind of makes sense a little bit, because when I get up at 6, you know, I go to the bathroom, I feel up, you know, and then, but I'm also like, shit, I still got an hour, let me lay back down. And then clock hits at 7:15, and then I'm like, hit that snooze till 7:30.
Yeah. See,
damn, 7:40.
Yeah. I ain't never tired. Like, I don't never wake up. I
told
Kevin
you. Gates.
Chill out. Nah, but like when I'm up, I'm up.
Yeah.
Like I said, usually when I wake up at 5, like I'll sit there, mess around on my phone, turn something on, and then I usually don't try to touch my phone or nothing when I wake up. So that's something I had to learn too, is not to touch my phone when I wake up at like 1 or 2. Because if I do, then I'll be up. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just try to tap. I won't look at the time or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll try to doze back off. And then, like I said, about 5, always about 5. Like I kind of pride myself on that, like not needing an alarm clock to wake up.
Yeah.
I remember my cousin told me something that, you know, Jay Prince, the Rap A Lot record. I guess in his book, he says, like, he at the point in his life where he sleeps that there's no sleep left in his body.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like he at that point where I schedule how I want to schedule. I sleep until I'm rested, and then I wake up and handle business. So that's how I kind of feel like I sleep until I'm rested, and then I ain't got no. I'm trying to get to the Jay Prince level. You feel me? But it's like I'm always
1,000 count sheets.
Yeah, I'm always up anyway. But it's something I did want to talk about. It's a few things I want to talk about.
Yeah, that's it.
But I was listening to not Joe Rogan, but Dana White.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he always dog eat dog mentality, you feel me? But he was just saying, like, every day get up and get it, you know, the grind. Yeah. But he said he just had a quote put on his wall, and it said, God have mercy for my enemies because I won't. You know what I'm saying? I think I might get that put in here.
Man, I'm going to have to put that in the jam,
you
too.
You feel me?
Yeah, I like that.
But it's just like, you gotta, and how.
I like that.
You just gotta live in it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, no fear. Like, I'm not saying I'm not scared of anything. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like, once the worst already happened to you, what else are you afraid of?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Losing a kid, that's a parent's biggest fear. You know what I'm saying? So once that happened, like, shit, I'm ready to go. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not about to get in a whole bunch of bullshit and let somebody take my life or nothing crazy. Like, I'm not jump into a volcano.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But you done been through the hottest flame.
Man,
you done been through the
hottest
fire.
That pain is heavy. But so it's like, in life, in business, it's funny. Me and my homies always talk about my little cats from Marion Catholic. My one homie we was texting the other day. We got a little group, and he was like, what's something you learned this year? And then he said what he learned, you know what I'm saying? And I just said there's a lot of things worth more than money. You know what I'm saying? I said family, friends, good relationships.
Yeah.
All that's worth more than money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's something that I really learned this year. I mean, I've been knew money wasn't everything, but like I just made it a point this year to make sure family, friends, you know what I'm saying? And I was building relationships, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
something I did this year.
I like that, man. Do you find it, because I literally just started experiencing this, I say within the last 2 years. But I always feel like this time of year is hard for people in general, but I feel like this time of year is hard for a man or a father, because everything that weighs so heavy. So I'm gonna speak from personal. I look back at this year and I'm like, okay, what did I accomplish? You know, I haven't thought about what did I learn, you know, but what did I accomplish, and what was I talking about a year ago? You know, man, next year's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. You know, did I do enough for myself and for my family to do the things I said I was going to do? And if I didn't, why not?
Yeah.
You know.
So that's one thing I always think about. The worst place to be is where I was at last year.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the worst place to be. So it's like, honestly, and it really takes time. But I think that's a man thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll sit there, reflect birthdays and end of the year. You know what I'm saying? But I'll do it all year, but mainly birthdays, end of the year. But man, you gotta start writing that shit down.
Yeah.
You gotta start writing it. When you write it down and you realize what you really done that year, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I did do a lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, especially you're active, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you became J10 this year, you feel me? But yeah, that's one thing, like I feel a lot of men, and it's something else I was watching, and the dude was like, when you a man fulfilling your destiny, you know what I'm saying? Like he's like, you ain't got time to be dealing with no bullshit. You ain't got time to be distracted. You ain't got time to be. He's like, and you can tell when you're dealing with a man that's fulfilling this destiny. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I try to live every day, bro. Like I don't tell too many people, but like people that know my life and know what all I got going on, they're like, God, like, damn, bro, how you be doing all that?
Mm-hmm.
And like to me, it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I think that's why I get into so much is because like I still have so much free time, but I don't like to get locked in.
Yeah.
Like, so I've turned down this year, I turned down like 2 high 6-figure positions. You know what I'm saying? Turned them down.
Yep.
And because it was just locking, I don't like to be locked in like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the money, cool. I'm gonna make some money. That shit easy now. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit easy, but like my time, if I can't go to my kids' game, if I can't let my dogs out at 2 p.m.
Yep.
No, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? If I can't, and something that my business manager we was talking about, she was telling me, she was like, if you love where you at now, keep doing what you're doing. She's like, you're in a good spot. Keep doing what you're doing. She's like, but if you want to take it to that next level, how you talk about sometimes, and you know what I'm saying, get to da 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 da, like you talk about sometimes, you have to do way more than what you're doing now. But she's like, but if you like, because I'll get into a mode sometimes where I'll be talking crazy and I'm like, man, I just like what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? Which is nothing wrong with it. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I can control it. Yeah. Everything is like peaceful for the most part. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I hate that times like last week I had some hectic times where in my business where we was like literally running around like you know what I'm saying? Like shipments, a whole bunch of stuff was going on, you know what I'm saying? Yep. And I hate times like that. Well, who doesn't? But it's like I just try to control what I can control, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. In that situation, control what I could control the situation, handled it how I could, and you know, the next day when I talked to my clients, everything was cool. Everything was hectic when it was happening, But after it was over with, everybody like, yeah, we didn't really. It wasn't like that. I mean, we were just rushing because they was rushing us, and we had to rush you, and you had to rush him. And,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you know a good cigar too. If you ain't know.
Oh, by how it stays?
Yeah, if it stays on there, if your cigars is popping off at a half an inch, you feel me? If it's ashing at a half an inch,
some booty.
It's a booty cigar. It's a $2 cigar. If that baby hanging on, bro, I was smoking. So my premium smokers, and it might not be premium smoker to a premium smoker, but to me, so I smoke Ashton VSGs. It was like $25, $30. You know what I'm saying? I think they got a $50 one. And like them, boy, you could smoke them halfway, and that should be hanging on.
Yeah, man, it's one of those things of keeping a positive mindset. You know, like I was telling you before we started rolling, like that shit that I had going on, been stuck in my head.
Yeah.
You know, and what I was talking, you know, when it was all going on, of course, I was talking, you know, to my parents about it, and I'm like,
hey, mind us, I got an old ass kerosene heater that I've had for about 15 years in here.
It's getting a little chilly in here.
Getting a little chilly, you feel me? Yeah, boy, I bought this thing when I bought my first studio in 2011.
Still rolling.
Yeah. That's how you know shit was made good back in the day.
Oh, way
I bought
better.
it from a pawn shop. So I can imagine how old it is.
Yeah.
What you saying about your parents?
But so when the whole situation first came about, I was like, you know what? I'm like, oh man, that fell off. You got a good inch out of it though.
You feel me? It's still good. Like I said, if they're making an inch, it's good.
Yeah, you did say it was well past half an inch.
You know what I'm saying?
Well past
half an inch is weak.
Hey, you tapped it.
I did. I tapped it. I sat it down on my leg too aggressively.
But you know, when it all come about, you know, I was mad as hell, and it, you know, to the listener, it was a money thing, right? So I was mad as hell, but I was like, you know what? I'm like, life's good, the gym's going good, got a good woman beside me, kids are good, you know, work's going good. Like, I should look at it, count like what is it, James 1:2? You know, count all trials and tribulations as joy. You know, even though the shit that's going on sucks, I'm still in the position that it's a problem. You know, that I am able to have that issue. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like, there's other people that are in a similar issue, but it's really breaking them, and they don't have the support system in this. You know what I'm saying? So, got to count it as joy. You know, and now I just need to stay reminding myself that, because I catch myself during the day, you know, pondering on it, you know. But yeah, man, it's we gotta. Those are some of the things as men. I feel like we have to remind ourselves that, kind of like what you were saying earlier, we don't have the luxury of time to worry and or not worry, but to let that stuff bring us down.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, like I said, when my son passed away, like, I feel, and it's something my dad said to me, right? Because I was in the hospital. I mean, I was in pieces. What dad wouldn't be in pieces? I'm talking about in pieces at the hospital when all that shit was happening. And he's like, man, it was kind of fucked up, but it wasn't. I understood what he was saying. He's like, man, get the fuck up, man. Stop crying like that. He's like, you gotta be strong for everybody else, and you do. Because as a man, you ain't got time to sit there. I mean, you know, I still, like I said, you ain't say don't cry, but I was in pieces. You feel me? But
you still on? Yeah, just making sure.
And then when you figure out, like, you don't got time, because if I be around here moping, then my family would be, you know what I'm saying?
What else will fall apart?
Everything would fall apart. You know what I'm saying? So I had to stay strong. I know what he's saying. You got to stay strong for the family. So I had to stay strong, and I feel like my attitude on the situation kind of helped everybody else pull through. I mean, because everybody was in pieces, not just me. You know what I'm saying? But like, so I just feel like you said, bro, you don't, as a man, as a provider, you don't have the luxury to sit there and mope and whine, and you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like you gotta figure it out.
Yep.
Keep it pushing. We got some things going on, you know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
like I said, mourn when you can, and,
Yep.
and yeah, you don't have the time.
Yep.
You don't have the world ain't waiting on you.
Yeah.
Everything's still moving.
Yeah. It's one of those. I've just seen this. This might be along the same lines, but kind of off subject too. I had seen a video today, and it was it looked like one of them. It was like a reality show or whatever, you know, and they had the after the season was over, where they're talking with all the participants that was in it, you know, and the one dude was like, you know, so why didn't you want a second date with me? And she was like, well, you was talking about, you know, this was the kind of woman that you wanted, and this was the kind of that, and you know, and I just felt like you were being a little too, you know, about yourself and blah blah blah. And really, all he was saying was that he didn't want a woman that already had kids, and his reason was the kids are always going to come first. And she's like, well, absolutely, and ain't nothing wrong with that. And he was like, okay, I understand that, and I get that, and I accept that, but in this marriage, I've got to come first, and we take care of the kids. They're gonna, if you're not able to make that sacrifice, if you will, or that exchange, if you will, then I'm always going to come second to you, which means our relationship's always going to come second. And that's what the kids are going to be raised on. And he was like, I don't understand the double standard. If it was a girl over here on this side saying, I want a 6'4" guy that's making six figures, da da da, you guys would be like, all right, go ahead, girl. Yeah, you get what you want, you know, da da da. He's like, but because it's me saying it, because it's a man saying it, now it's wrong. It's misogynistic. It's this, that, and the other. And it's just, you know, I ain't complaining as a man because, you know, again, everything that we go through, we're built for. You know, that's why God gave us the bigger shoulders to carry all that stuff.
Me the bigger shoulders.
Got it. But, you know, it's just one of them things, man, that men go through, you know.
Yeah, and too, I remember this was like maybe about 6 months ago. One of my team members at my barbershop, she's a lady. Obviously, she's a lady. Yeah. But she asked everybody at the shop for like a little TikTok, like, you think it should be 50-50 in a relationship, or a man should pay like financially? And then I said 50-50. And then I was on my TikTok, and I sat there and watched the video, and then
you got roasted, didn't you?
No. I don't. This was early, so I don't know. Okay. This was early, so I don't read all the comments. I don't read comments on there about me. You feel me? But what I was reading is like what you were saying. So it's like in a relationship, the man has to come first.
Yep.
Because we gonna take care of what needs to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like sometimes, like I said, it's really 100-100.
Yep. Because
sometimes I'll have to handle things where I'll have to put all my effort in. You know what I'm saying? And when we go 50-50, it's 50-50. And then sometimes my wife might need to, you know what I'm saying? She got to handle some things. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like, I feel it's really 100-100. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So yeah, but that's the thing, man. You can't, and I think it's a new age thing where it was funny because they talking about men wanting to be pampered and everything. It ain't even about being pampered. It's about being respected.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like acknowledge what I got going on. I'm gonna acknowledge what you got going on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I feel like it's always about me in the relationships nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being about us and what can we do. And that's something that I always talk about in my relationship, is like, what can we do?
Yeah.
Or I got a plan. I ain't asking what can we do. It's like, I think we should do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then she'll put her input. You know what I'm saying? And then we just, like I said, it just be what it is. Yeah. Like I said, some days I'm right.
Yeah.
Some days she right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
On my end, it's most days I'm right. You know, I'm playing. But no, that 100-100, man. That's
I only said that just because she was watching sometimes.
But no, that's something that, because my parents are marriage counselors, So that's one thing that I would always hear when I was young. Not supposed to be in a room, but I'm up on the stairs, peeking down, listening to what the adults was talking about. And that was one thing that they always said was it's 100.
Yeah.
And one of their thoughts behind it and the explanations behind it was, there's going to be times that he falls off or she falls off. Y'all got to be able to put that 100% in. You don't stay coasting at 50-50.
Yeah.
And then have to up it to 100 when he falls off or when she falls off. You both stay at 100.
Yep.
And that way, if he falls off, then she's already there, and vice versa.
Yeah. So like I said, bro, my girl been taking care of me since we got together. You feel me? But I take care of her since we got together. You feel me? So like I said, it's 100.
It's one of them things, man. That like you said, new age of like you said, guys wanting to be pampered, but it's not a pampering thing; it's a respect thing,
Yeah.
And I just think the whole respect word and aspect has been twisted over the last 10 years or so, because I'm gonna sound like I graduated 10 years ago. Yeah. When was you? Never mind. But the world's different, bro. The world is so much different from just 10 years ago, and it's crazy. Just the dynamics of everything, relationships, people, boys, girls, guys, everything. It's crazy.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm going to sound old. What is the internet? But when it comes down to it, man, that's why I seen everybody, because I had deleted my social medias last week.
Yeah.
For like a whole week. So I deleted it like Sunday or Monday. And then I just downloaded it yesterday.
Yeah.
Right. So about a full week. And the only reason I downloaded because I had, we had the serum brush.
I was just gonna say the only thing you posted is advertising.
Yeah, we had the serum brush on there, so I just posted that, and then I done got caught back in the loop and on there scanning all my social medias. But it's like when it comes down to it, man, it's like it's so many distractions.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so many distractions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like last week, man, it was a couple times last week where I had nothing to do. Like, cause usually I'm on social media and I'm getting my stuff done and I'm going throughout my day. I usually time things up and get stuff done when it needs to be done. I mean, I'm not late, like procrastinate, but I just get stuff done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like last week, I wasn't on social media. Yeah. So all I had to do was get done all the stuff I needed, and it was some really important stuff. Yeah. So I'm happy last week was a week where I did that.
Yep.
And so I'm like, man, I'm about to delete it again. But it's like sometimes it makes me think like, do I gotta delete it because I can't keep my mind going without it? And is that a problem?
Yeah.
Like I can't have it in front of me, so I'm not strong enough to have it in front of me and not be on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, bro, it's 100%. Social media and that phone is such a drug.
Yeah.
Because I was literally thinking today when I had seen the advertisement, I was like, man, you know what? I was like, I need to do that. I need to get off there, for the rest of the year. Like end of the year stuff's coming up. We got some things, in play for next year, and I'm like, I really just need to get off of it. And then literally, bro, in the back of my head, I'm like, I mean, the holidays are coming up. I might want to post a holiday picture with the family, And it's like a drug, It's like I really need to quit this stuff.
It wasn't hard,
but I got something coming up. I might need to smoke, or I might, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, but I've really been wanting to do it, and I really just need to do it,
bro. It wasn't
because at the end of the day,
it wasn't hard. Well, because I did it. Remember, I did it this summer for like, what was it, 2 or 3 weeks?
I was gonna say you took some time off.
Yeah, I think it was like 3 weeks. I did it this summer for 3 weeks. So when I just did it for the week, like that first day I did it, I thought about it, and after that I was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I kept my TikTok because I don't really like watch too many videos on there. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't spend.
Bro, I've been seeing you doing them dances on there. Bro.
Chill out. I mean, I really just kept my TikTok so when I use the bathroom, I got something to look at.
Man, hey, I think about that all the time. What did we do? What did y'all do
and you was reading
before a phone.
Yeah, you was well at my mom's house. She had magazines.
We had a stack of
yeah.
magazines.
Or you was in
Muscle
there,
Fitness.
you was reading the back of the shampoo bottle.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Rinse and repeat.
Man,
how many times?
Man, how many times? Well, yeah. And talking about end of the year, man, is one thing I want to talk about. Is like I was saying earlier, man, write shit down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then realize a goal and a plan is two different things.
Mm.
So what's your goals for 2024? And then what's the plan? How are you going to accomplish these goals?
How to get there?
Because a lot of people think like, man, I want my business to make $1 million this year. Okay, what's your plan? To make $1 million?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a plan. That's still a goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, how do we make $1 million? How many clients do we have to get to make $1 million?
Yeah.
What do we got to do monthly to make $1 million? What do we got to do weekly? What do we got to do daily to make $1 million? You know what I'm saying? So learn how to differentiate between a goal, a plan, a dream, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Strategically, and you got to know your numbers, you know what I'm saying? And get it down. It's like this year, like we did some good business, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's like, okay, where do I want to be at next year? So it's like, okay, we got a plan. Okay, this is what we do. This is what we're doing to get to where we want to be next year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, man, you got to have a plan. Like it's not, you can't just say I want to make $1 million. Like that's everybody's goddamn plan.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like how are you going to do it? You know what I'm saying? Or and this too, I was just telling Mike, like everybody think they want $1 million, but you know, $1 million, what's that? 80,000 a month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
90,000 a month. You might get to 30,000 and that might be cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might get to 20,000. You might get to 10,000. That might be cool for you. You know what I'm saying?
Man, honestly, one thing that you said a long time ago that really stuck with me was the you're making money for freedom.
Yeah.
You stopped making money to make money and you started making money for your freedom.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that, you know, when everybody gets into what I call the gerbil wheel of life, you know, is everybody has that time of thought where it's like, man, I wish I just didn't have to go into work today. You know, well, what are you doing to get to a position where you have that availability or that position of freedom to do that?
Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna be in the office today. All right, y'all got this, you got this, everything cool. I bet I'm gonna kick it.
Yeah. And it takes time to get into that spot. You know what I'm saying? It takes time. It's like I remember when I was in the barbershop, right? Cutting every day. It's like, man, I'm gonna be and then I realized I'm like, damn, I'm gonna be stuck here. Not stuck, but I'm gonna be cutting every day because my money depends on the people that's coming in. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how do I get to the point where I don't have to be here every day? You know what I'm saying? And then and it took me, I'll say 2 years to get to that point. 2-3 years to get to that point. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then it's like I started other things, but I wasn't like financially there. Like I could just quit cutting, but it was like, okay, I got it now, so I only got to be here a few days. You know what I'm saying? And I got some other things in place. I was like, okay, cool. And then like I worked another plan. I was like, okay, I got the trucking company. What can I do to get it? So boom, boom, boom. And then I got it there, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, it took a couple of years to get it to that point. And then it was like, with the other thing I got going on, it's like, okay, how do we get it to there? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but it's like, you don't actually get to quit working.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm still working. It's just, I don't have to be physically, it's not as much physical as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I put the people in place. You gotta have a system. So it's all about systems. So once you got a system, then I can implement my system with other people, you know, with managers, with supervisors, and you got to implement that system. Because like you said, like how are you going to get there? And there's at one point, I remember I'm on the phone with, this is one of the first dudes I've seen out here doing coaching and all that stuff, like internet coaching. I mean, I know you got guys that have been doing this for 70s, 80s, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, this one of the first guys I seen, he was talking about barbershops. And I remember I'm on the phone with him a couple of times. Like, he's trying to get me to buy into what he got going on. And we having like hour-long conversations. He was cool as hell, though. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of implemented on some of the stuff he was saying. And that's the thing. These guys, you look at these internet guys and think it's all a scam. Some might be a scam. Most of that shit works. You just gotta work it. You know what I'm saying?
Actually work it.
It's not gonna happen in a month, 2 months, 3 months. It might be, like I said, it took me, and it wasn't like I was just on it. But like after shit started snowballing, it was like, okay, damn, I'm actually at a spot. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think I was gonna be there. I wanted to be, and I just worked the plan. You know what I'm saying? So
I find that a lot of stuff, man, it's like consistency. Consistency is really, and it sounds so cliche, but consistency is key, and drive and a discipline when it comes to all that stuff, you know, because like I did life insurance. Oh man, how old was I? 21.
Hey, Jonah done have more jobs than me.
More jobs than Steve Jobs.
You feel me? Y'all think I'll be hot, man? I heard Jonah tell me something new he done did. Everybody like, damn, you work there.
Yeah. So back when I was in real estate, no. But when I was selling life insurance, it was one of those things. It was a company. It was a multi-level marketing company. You know, other people call them, you know, pyramid schemes. But we were selling real life insurance, real annuities, mutual funds, handling all that. You know, but you know, that was
getting spicy in this. I want to turn it off. I might just hit
crack the door.
Crack the door.
But yeah, so when I was doing the life insurance, it was one of them. It was an
I told you, look, it's still doing.
Hey man, I was holding on.
Some good cigar, JC Newman. He's some good cigar.
But yeah. So like you had your RSV or your regional vice president, your RVP, you know, and those were the cats that had a lot of people under them.
Yeah.
And we're doing the 100,000 a month.
Damn.
You know, like, I mean, they were making money, bro, making money. And the whole thing was, you know, you could get to these guys, you could be these guys, you know, and it's really a discipline. You look at those people, you get there and you get involved in it, and you're like, you come to a point where you might not be making any money, and you're like, man, this is just this is just some bullshit. This is just a pyramid scheme. It's not an MLM anymore. It's a pyramid scheme, you know. But as I'm older, I realized, no, those dudes just didn't stop making calls.
Yeah, they bought into it.
They bought into it. They just didn't stop making calls. They didn't just stop, you know, going and having meetings and sitting down with families and doing the financial reports and doing all that stuff. Like, they have the discipline, they have the consistency of it, and they have the drive to do it. So it's not people necessarily getting lucky. It's people that are finding their passion and finding their consistency and their love, and that have that goal, but know that these are the steps to get there. Yep. You know, it's like your favorite rapper, Kevin Gates, said, you know, anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. Yeah. A vision without action is merely a dream.
Yep.
You know, so it's like,
it's funny. I'm just sitting here thinking, not to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
So there was, when I was like 18, fresh out of high school. Matter of fact, I was 17, and my parents had to sign this thing because I didn't turn 18 until August. So a few months after I graduated. And yeah, I'm a genius.
But you took your GED.
No, but I used to sell Cutco knives. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's funny because, you know, they say that's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Multi-level marketing. But now looking back, I was just, when you were sitting there talking about what you had going on, I'm sitting there playing it back in my head. I'm sitting there, a 17-year-old. And it's funny because, so it was a guy, he had to be no older than 25, 26. He wasn't that old, you know what I'm saying? And he had us 17, 18-year-old, 19-year-olds. So he had like a big old meeting, and you just sat in there, and then you had to buy the set to sell.
Yep.
So it's like, and then he had like two, 3 different groups coming in.
Yeah.
It like took a week, you know what I'm saying, to teach you how to sell, teach you how to this, call, And he had like 2, 3 groups coming, groups coming in every week. So it's like, he was selling, I think the set was like $300 that we had to buy.
Banking.
And got to think it's just say $300, 10 people in each group, 3 groups a day.
Yeah.
So he didn't sell he made $3,000. You know what I'm saying? $9,000 a week.
Yeah.
In these kits. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, hey, I should have sat there. I mean, selling mine to the
Little
group.
hungry, yeah.
But it's like you said, man. Somebody sat there, bought into the program,
Mhm.
figured out the move, and it's not a finesse. Only they only call it finesse. They only start calling it finesse is a new. That ain't a new term, but it's like if you don't know how it works, then it's a finesse.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's not necessarily true. Just because you don't know how it works, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that people been doing, like the VPN, not the
Mhm.
VPN, that's the internet, but like the CPNs, and so that's when it had like, I ain't never did it. If y'all come at me, I ain't never did it. But it's just like when you use a, what is it, like a different, like you, and I don't want to say it wrong, but it has something to do with like like your credit card, like you're using a different,
On
almost social for like your credit card, but it's
like
not
the
illegal.
processor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's not illegal because only thing that made it that they're on it is because the urban youth started doing it,
Yeah.
and they started finessing with it.
Yeah.
But then I seen a thing where it's like, yeah, like senators and like people in the government's been using it they've been doing that for years because they don't want people to know when they swipe a card or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like they've been doing that for years. It's not illegal.
Yeah.
It's just illegal when it's still not illegal. I think they just, when the wrong people figure out the right information,
Yeah.
oh shit, we got to put some more rules and regulations on this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
There's always going to be something. It doesn't matter what you do, man. There's always going to be somebody that's going to figure out a way to use it for personal gain.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just seen a video. A sheriff was on there talking about how, the Amazon gift cards you get online or you get at the store.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, people don't really be taking the whole card out.
Yeah.
Right? They just type the little number in that's on the back that the card is showing through the cardboard. Right? He said what people are doing, and this was smart as hell. What people are doing is they're going in, they're grabbing those Amazon cards by the stack, and then just walking out with them, not putting no money on them, right? And then they're taking the card out, cutting the top of it off, where all the information for the actual card goes, right? And then sealing it back up and putting it back on the shelf. So then when people go in and buy the card and put bread on the card and activate it, it just pops up in their Amazon account.
Yeah.
And they be going crazy buying their own Amazon stuff, off other people's money. And I was like, my boss sent that to me, and he was like, I'd have fallen for that. And I was like, yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was just seeing something today, and this ain't illegal or taken or nothing. So it's like people can buy your mortgages from the bank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you'll be paying them and not the bank. But it's a thing too, like when I figured about cars too, like when you like a lot of car lots, once you pay your down payment, make a couple payments, and they'll sell all them to a person that buys, car leases. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why you'll see like sometimes when you buy a car from like buy here, pay here, and not even just buy here, pay here, but other spots. You'll be paying that car lot, and then you'll get something in the mail saying like pay these people now because they bought your car lease. You know what I'm saying? And you pay them until it's done.
Yeah.
So I was seeing today, it was a guy who was like, yeah, I buy mortgages all the time. He's like, he's like, I have hundreds of mortgages that I buy. You know what I'm saying? And my company, we done bought thousands of them.
Yep.
And it's like it's not illegal. Like they're just getting because at the end of the day, all that money is FDIC insured.
Okay, so federal government.
So they just write it off as a loss or whatever, and then they get all their money back anyway. And then then if you default on it, they get to resell it and make the money again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At probably a higher price and higher rate.
Yep.
So it's always a way to get over.
Have you ever seen the movie The Big Short?
No, but I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, you gotta watch that, bro. It's so The Big Short is a movie. It's got a bunch of big names in it.
Yeah.
But it goes on. It's a true story of like 3 or 4 different groups of people
when they shorted the stocks.
When they shorted the housing market.
The housing market.
Yeah, shorted the housing market, and these people made out because they ended up shorting the housing market and all of the mortgages. So like say $500,000, all of the mortgages that are in, this $500,000 are in this, they call it a tranche, are in this tranche, and they said like, say 60% of the mortgages in that tranche are going into default. Well, once it hits 50% of the mortgages, I'm sorry, reverse that. So say 40% is going into default. Once it reaches like 50, then that's when like the housing market started falling apart, and those people shorted those stocks, and so they were paying premiums to the bank, and then when it hit 50, the bank had to pay them back. So like the one group made out with like 60 or 80 million, the other group made out with a couple hundred million, and the one group made out with like $1 billion, bro. It was just crazy because that happened all in '08, and it was all wrapped up in like a collateral, what do they call it, a CDO, a collateralized debt obligation. They said they got rid of those, and then in 2015 they started them back up, but under a different name. So it's like it was kind of foreshadowing, like, save up your bread. It's gonna happen again.
Yeah.
And when it happens again, make sure you got your money to buy up the foreclosures. So yeah, there's a bunch of ways, man. Nowadays, there's so many ways to make money. It's kind of I was bragging about you earlier this week. Like, I was like, yeah, he got a bunch of stuff going on. He does this, he does that, he does this, does that, and they were like, he got his hands in everything. And I was like, yeah, Mike, but it's the freedom that he's chasing. So he's able to pick his kids up every day, able to take his kids to school.
I felt
every
my
day.
ear itching the other day, fam. I felt my
It
ear.
was all good though, of course, all good, But there's so many ways to make money nowadays, man. It's crazy. If you ain't got it, you don't want it.
Yeah,
that's really what it is.
And that's something I was thinking about the other day. It was like I always tell myself, like, man, I always tell myself, good cigar.
Good cigar.
I always tell myself, man, like nothing new for the rest of the year. Like no new venture, no new nothing for the rest of the year.
Then you text me on some shit.
Man. But it's like I'm at the point now where I only see, like I always see potential. Like I always see a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how my mind works. Like I could ride down the street, see some white paper taped in the window, grass overgrown. Oh damn. I wonder who owns that. I wonder how much they owe on that.
Yep.
I wonder what the back taxes is on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like anything, I could be riding down the street to see anything. You know what I'm saying? Or be looking up something and like damn. Or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, so it's like my mind is set for. Now I got it to the point. It's a fly in here. Something. Yeah, my mind is set now to where like I'm always looking for a deal, and it's not even like I'm looking for it. It's just like I can just see it. You can smell it. And it's funny because one of my guys, older guy, I think I had mentioned him before, but like he owns a lot of stuff, has a lot of businesses. You know what I'm saying? A lot of money. And I was just talking to him yesterday, and he was just talking about. He was like, man, you got that $1 billion yet? I'm like, shit, I'm on his ass like back pockets. You feel me? And but we was talking in like he has a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like he telling me this, that. And it's like, and I was like, shit, I'm trying to get like you. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny because it's like people that's like that, they love seeing other people that's getting to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's motivation for them. That's why like he'll call me, check in on me, like, what you got going on? Telling you know what I'm saying, what you got going on. You tell me what he got going on.
Yeah.
And it's like his motivation for me because just seeing like, I think he's 60. So just seeing somebody like at 60, like, man, that's where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully a little bit before 60. I think he'd have been there for a minute though, but it's like, dang, that's where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Just working on projects, like, you know what I'm saying, getting stuff done, making some money, taking care of family. Like he take care of a lot of people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just the position where like I'm working into, like I got a lot of people in my ecosystem that I work with, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, we was talking about this before, like money just escalates who you are, you know what I'm saying? If you helping people when you ain't got shit, that's all you gonna do when you get some money, you know what I'm saying? And if you a piece of shit without some money, you just gonna be
a bigger piece of shit.
A toilet full of shit. But it's just good to hear, and it's just about being around the right people, man. That's like I said earlier about good relationships, bro. Build good relationships because that's everything.
Yeah.
That's everything, bro. So many slime ball people that you grew up with,
Yep.
and then the slime ball people at the world that you've yet to meet.
Yep.
That's right around the corner, waiting to meet you. You know what I'm saying? And you just pick them out right, and like I said, bro, don't put yourself in no position that you can't get out of, or let somebody else put you in a position that you can't get out of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my thing. Like, bro, I'm too old to be out here getting tricked like a Looney Tune. Yeah, getting finessed. Getting finessed.
He said treated like a Looney Tune.
getting treated like a Looney Tune character. You feel me?
Oh shit. I'm gonna go completely off topic real quick, just because you said Looney Tune, it brought up cartoons. So, how old's your daughter?
13.
So does she get into watching any like animation movies at all? Still, she's still into them. She on the Disney Channel.
She more into Disney.
Well, what age did you start watching Disney?
I mean, I was young, so probably like 4 or 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With the people?
Yeah. Give me one second.
Go ahead. So listen, man. Dav just had to cut out because one of his dogs is having puppies. So listen, man, I appreciate everything that y'all be doing. You know, Dav said today that he was out and about. Somebody recognized him from the show and said that he catches the show every time we post, man. So love like that, man. I appreciate it more than y'all know.
And of course the courage in these veins, people passing the limits, a bunch of beasts broke off the chain. From the folks, see them growing and reaching up to pass out peak though. Welcome to the Push and Wait Show.